At 12 o'clock local time, and after 12 days of closure, Cyprus's banks finally opened for business. Outside most branches, private security guards were on duty to ensure law and order and soothe any frayed nerves. Before sunrise at the Central Bank of Cyprus, trucks were loaded up with cash, $6.5 billion worth of fresh euro notes flown in overnight from Frankfurt and dispatched to banks across the island. This is a branch of the Laiki Bank, which will be closed entirely as part of the EU bailout deal. It is the worst of the so-called bad banks. Only 8 customers allowed at a time. If you have over $130,000 here, you're probably going to lose most of it. One of them, 31-year-old Neo Theokaridis. He came here with many questions for his bank manager.
I feel I've lost it, yes. I feel I mean, for sure, if you come here and you ask the bankers, they don't even know what's happening. So you have this feeling of, you know, of going nowhere.
I think it's a severe blow to the euro, and it's extremely uncertain if there's not going to be a contagious effect on the other southern European countries and people with accounts over there. I mean, anybody with money above 100,000 investing in a country that is in trouble will be afraid, and people with less than 100,000 will wonder if something that had been suggested for Cyprus but then withdrawn might not come up. I don't think it will, but it's confidence that matters.
There's $86 billion deposited in Cyprus's banks, a third of that held by wealthy Russians. The authorities fear, without strict controls, much of that will be spirited away now that Cyprus's reputation as a financial centre of excellence lies in tatters. The banks closed at 6 p.m. and the authorities' worst fears for panic and chaos were not realised. The president of Cyprus even sent a statement out congratulating his people on their restraint. But those limits on what people can do with their money inside Cyprus's banks, they won't be in place for a week. The foreign minister announced they will now be in place for a month. Simon McGregor Wood, Al Jazeera, Nicosia.